My beloved child, before we go any further, come close to me for just a moment. Stop scrolling, stop worrying, stop trying to carry everything alone. Let me hold you in a strong embrace for a few seconds. Rest your weary heart against mine. Feel my presence surrounding you, calming the fears you never speak about, quieting the thoughts that keep you awake at night, and reminding you that you do not have to fight every battle by yourself. You may feel exhausted, disappointed, and close to giving up, but I want you to know this from the very beginning. This message has reached you at precisely the moment you needed it most. You may think you found these words by chance, but I arranged this meeting long before today because I saw the secret struggle inside you, and I could not allow you to walk away believing that I had forgotten you. My child, one of the greatest dangers on the journey of faith is not pain, unanswered prayers, or even seasons of silence. The greatest danger is allowing your heart to become cold when you are standing closer to your breakthrough than you realize. Many people begin their walk with passion, hope, and expectation, but somewhere along the road they grow tired of waiting. They stop praying with confidence, stop expecting good things, and slowly convince themselves that nothing will ever change. They assume I have delayed because I no longer care, when in reality I'm completing a work that only I can see. You judge time by clocks and calendars, but I work according to purposes that were established before you were born. The dreams that continue to stir within you, the longing that refuses to disappear, and the quiet desire for something greater are not accidents. They are reminders that I am still moving, still preparing, and still calling you forward, even when everything around you seems silent, and what I want you to understand next may change the way you see your entire season of waiting. I see how busy life has become for you. I see you trying to manage responsibilities, solve problems, protect your future, and carry burdens that were never meant to rest entirely on your shoulders. Yet while you chase deadlines, opportunities, and approval, there is a gentle voice within you asking a deeper question: am I still walking closely with God? The enemy does not always try to destroy your faith through obvious failures. Sometimes all it needs to do is convince you to postpone your devotion, delay your obedience, and believe there will always be another tomorrow. Little by little, distractions replace intimacy, noise replaces peace, and exhaustion replaces expectation. But my child, I am not disappointed in your weakness. I am concerned only when you become comfortable living far from me. Every restless night, every unexplained emptiness, every moment when your heart feels unsettled has often been my invitation asking you to come back and sit with me again, because there is something happening behind the scenes that you cannot yet see. You have endured more than many people know. You have prayed prayers that seemed unanswered, carried disappointments that left deep marks on your heart, and stood in seasons where you wondered if anything would ever change. Yet I tell you today, do not mistake my silence for my absence. I have never abandoned you for a single moment. Some of the greatest miracles begin forming during the seasons when you feel I am saying the least. A seed buried beneath the soil appears lifeless, yet it is preparing for growth. Gold must endure fire before it shines. A harvest does not appear the day after planting. In the same way, your waiting has never been wasted. You are not standing at the end of your story. You are standing near the edge of a new chapter, and the greatest mistake you could make right now would be letting go just before you see what I have been preparing for you all along. There are moments, my beloved child, when you feel as though you have reached the limit of your strength. You have prayed, waited, hoped, and believed for so long that your heart whispers, "Perhaps this is as far as I can go." I know those moments. I have seen every tear that never reached another person's eyes, every sigh you released in the quiet of the night, and every prayer that seemed to disappear into silence. But listen carefully to me now. The enemy fears your perseverance more than your beginnings. It is not intimidated by promises you made when your faith was overflowing. It trembles when you continue trusting me while your hands shake, when you keep walking while your knees feel weak, and when you choose to believe one more time after countless disappointments. Many people abandon the field just before the harvest appears because exhaustion convinces them that nothing is growing. But I tell you that what you planted in tears is already taking root beneath the surface, and very soon you will understand why I asked you to remain where I placed you. My child, comparison has stolen peace from many hearts. You look around and see others receiving answers, opportunities and breakthroughs, while your own prayers seem suspended between heaven and earth. Questions begin to rise inside you. Why them and not me? Why is their journey easier? Why does God seem silent toward me? Yet you do not see the hidden work I am doing within you. I am not preparing everyone for the same purpose, and I do not write identical stories for my children. Some journeys require longer seasons because the blessings I am preparing carry greater responsibilities, deeper lessons, and stronger foundations. What appears to be delay is often protection. What feels like silence is often preparation. I am teaching you to trust my character more than your emotions, to lean on my promises more than your circumstances, and to believe my presence even when your eyes cannot yet recognize my hand moving around you. If you could see what I am arranging beyond your vision, your fears would give way to expectation. I also want you to understand that not every distraction comes disguised as suffering. Sometimes distraction arrives dressed as success, comfort, approval, or opportunities that seem good but quietly pull your heart away from me. The enemy knows it cannot stop what I have ordained for your life, so it tries to lure you away from the place where my blessings are waiting. It fills your schedule until you no longer have time to hear my voice. It encourages you to chase recognition while forgetting the intimacy we once shared. It persuades you to prove yourself to people, even though I have already accepted and chosen you. My child, you do not need to earn what my love has freely given. You do not need to exhaust yourself seeking validation from people whose opinions change with every season. I only ask you to stay near me because the closer you remain to my heart, the easier it becomes to recognize the doors I open and the traps designed to lead you away from your purpose. So today, I ask you not to surrender to weariness. Rest if you must, cry if you need to, sit quietly in my presence when your strength feels gone, but do not walk away. There is a difference between resting and quitting. Rest allows me to renew your spirit, but quitting convinces you to abandon the very promise you have spent years praying for. I did not bring you this far to leave you at the edge of your breakthrough. I have carried you through darker nights, heavier burdens, and deeper valleys than the one standing before you now. The chapter you call an ending may actually be the doorway to a beginning greater than anything you have imagined. Keep holding my hand, even if all you can offer me is a thread of hope. That small thread is enough for me to strengthen you, lift your head again, and reveal that what seemed impossible was only waiting for the appointed moment I had prepared from the very start. My beloved child, there is one truth I want you to engrave deeply into your heart. You are much closer to your breakthrough than you realize. The pressure surrounding you is not proof that I have stepped away. It is often evidence that you are approaching a spiritual turning point. The enemy cannot cancel the promises I have spoken over your life, but it will do everything possible to make you step away from them yourself. It whispers lies into your thoughts, reminding you of old failures, bringing back painful memories, and magnifying every delay until you begin to believe that I have forgotten your tears. But I have not forgotten a single prayer you whispered in the dark. I remember every moment you knelt when no one was watching, every sacrifice you made out of love for me, and every time you chose faith even when your heart was breaking. What you call a dead end is often the doorway into a new season, and the stronger the resistance becomes, the more carefully you should guard your heart, because there are battles that arise not to destroy you, but to convince you to surrender just before victory appears. My child, stop allowing the opinions of people to determine your next step. So many dreams remain buried because fear keeps my children standing outside doors that I have already opened for them. You worry about being misunderstood, criticized, rejected, or laughed at, and while you focus on the voices around you, you lose sight of mine. I never created you to live imprisoned by human approval. I formed you to walk boldly in the purpose I prepared for you long before anyone knew your name. There will always be those who doubt you, misunderstand your journey, or question your faith, but their opinions cannot change what I have spoken over your life. I am not asking you to be fearless because you are strong. I'm asking you to trust me because I am faithful. The day will come when the same people who doubted your path will witness the work I have completed in you, and you will understand that silence, waiting, and perseverance were never punishments. They were the tools I used to shape a heart capable of carrying the blessings, peace, and purpose that I have reserved especially for you. So lift your head again, my beloved child. Do not spend another season staring at what has not happened while ignoring what I am already doing. Stop replaying disappointments and start remembering every moment I carried you through storms you thought would destroy you. Did I abandon you then? Did I leave you when you had nothing left to offer except tears? No. I stood beside you through every valley, every sleepless night, and every battle that threatened to steal your hope. If I remained faithful in your darkest moments, I will remain faithful now. You do not need perfect faith to walk with me. You only need a willing heart that says, "Lord, I am tired, but I still choose to trust you. I feel weak, but I refuse to let go. I do not understand everything, but I know you are still writing my story." That simple surrender opens the door for me to strengthen your spirit, calm your fears, and remind you that I never asked you to carry the future alone. And now, my child, hear me clearly. Do not stop here. Do not become another story of someone who came close to the promise but turned away because they were weary. Let your testimony be different. Let it be said that even when your heart trembled, you continued to believe. Even when tears filled your eyes, you kept walking. Even when the road grew lonely, you held tightly to my hand and refused to surrender. I am not merely preparing a temporary blessing for you. I am transforming the way you believe, the way you love, and the way you see yourself. The chapter ahead is not about surviving another storm. It is about discovering who you truly are as my beloved child. So stay awake, stay close to me, and keep moving forward one step at a time. Because the page you think is ending today is actually the first page of a beautiful new chapter that I have been preparing for you all along.